Oh, hey y'all, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, what's up? Glad you found me. Hope you stick around. I just recently did an unboxing for this deck, and at the end, I just got like randomly guided to pull cards for all the signs, and I, for some reason, never done that before, like pulled for fixed, mutable, and cardinal. And then I also shuffled them back together and then pulled one in order, like Aries through Pisces. And I promised that I would come back and give the book reading. All right, so I'm going to go through all of the signs and tell you the card that you got again and read what the book says. It's not going to be my intuitive take. I'm going to do something with that on my actual tarot channel where I do my thing. This is, I'm just letting the cards speak for themselves and give the messages that the authors intended you to hear. So yeah, Aries, you guys had, Owl. Owl is number 27. Oh my God, y'all, my fucking vision is so bad. I gotta get my eyes checked. Keywords, knowledge and observer. And I read you the little poem on the last video, so if you want to hear what the poem said, go check it out on there. But it says, there is no witch or Samhain without the mention of owls. Owls are majestic creatures, often known as old souls that have fantastic sight and the ability to turn their head 270 degrees. All right. Their energy is one of vast knowledge and observation. They sit in silence, carefully watching their surroundings for their prey. They do not need to search for what they seek endlessly, as they know what they seek will soon come to them. Owl has called because you are one of the great keepers of wisdom, even if you don't know it yet. You have knowledge and experience that others need. You have something to share with the world, a voice that must be heard and healing that must be shared. This is a natural path for you, and as the saying goes, when the teacher is ready, the student will appear. You are being asked to expand your spiritual knowledge in the realm of the owl, the night. Some quiet messages and signs wait for you in the unknown void where light is not present. This message is amplified if you have also pulled Greet the Darkness. Do not be afraid of what you cannot see. Trust in your other senses to pick up the load when your eyes are not enough. If it's in the reversed position, I didn't pull reversed or upright, so I'm just going to read you both because you like to take it as a warning or as, a guide or whatever. In the reverse, that owl is a call for discretion. Those who hold knowledge must also know when to share and when to hold back. Giving too much of your energy away can cause you to feel depleted or taken advantage of. There are those who seek to steal your energy and drain you of your time and resources. Observe carefully before making any decisions about how to act, when to share, and who to invite into your inner sanctum. Owl never rushes and is ever mindful of the balance between danger, risks, and rewards, okay? So I feel like there's a cautionary side to all of these for you guys. Taurus, you guys had the underworld, which is number 40. There it is. Keywords on that are transition and judgment. All right. It says, in magic, the underworld is a place of transition between one life and the next, a place where you can retreat to replenish your soul and learn the details of your next human experience assignment. That doesn't mean that you won't find judgment when you cross the veil. It is often said that how you live one life will determine your abundance in the next. Those who go through life with loving, kind hearts will find prosperity and great love in the next. Those who were cruel will find themselves in a life full of hardship and trauma as a way to atone for their unkindness. The message for this card is about transition. It's about moving out of the old and into the new way of living. We've been clearing out baggage for a long time because it takes a long time to clear out ways of doing and thinking that make up our very ways of life. But it's time to step through the threshold into something new and different. This can be scary because it means something has had to die so that your new life may begin. You are more than prepared to handle this new path, or it wouldn't have been given to you. It says, embrace the change, loved one. If it's reversed, the warning here is the underworld can mean judgment is upon you. Karma has come to a place your heart on the scales of justice. Be mindful of how you choose to live your life, making amends wherever you need to. Karma comes back tenfold. Do not be surprised if you are facing jealousy, gossip, manipulation, and the like, if these are things that you've directed towards others. You are responsible for paying these debts with interest. The best way to prove your heart is pure is to treat others the way that you wish to be treated. Your energy attracts the energy you send out into the world. Law of attraction. It's a real thing. All right, Gemini, you guys had mischief because of course. Oh, I love that for you, Gemini. That's such a Gemini mood. No, I'm not picking on you. My favorite human, well, one of them, my one son, he's a Gemini. Keywords, clever and naughty, if that doesn't sum him up in 2 keywords. Samhain isn't just about dark energy, loved ones who have passed, and things that go bump in the night. There is a fun, playful aspect to it as well. A bit of naughtiness and a touch of cunning. There's an element of mischief to the night. Trick-or-treating isn't just about candy. The trick comes from an ancient tradition when villagers would disguise themselves in animal skins to scare away the demons, ghouls, and goblins that were free to roam the earth for one night every year, often playing cruel tricks on humans. We humans are clever enough, though, to have found a way to keep the goblins at bay. Not all tricks are fun, however, at least not to all involved. Tricks and mischief can be mean-spirited and cruel at times. One must keep a lookout for those who find fun at the expense of others. Pulling mischief can mean a need to adopt a smarter approach to your situation. You may need to get creative to get what you want. You may even have to play a trick or two to get the outcome that you desire. Be open-minded about how to overcome your challenges, and if possible, approach your situation with a bit of fun. Problems are serious, but that doesn't mean a bit of silliness can't help you see the new way. If it's in the reverse, the warning here is when you have pulled the card mischief in reverse, there are people around you who may not have your best interest at heart or will seek to step on your back for their personal gain. Likewise, a situation may not be as it seems. There could be hidden dangers laying in wait. Be careful and make sure that you look around corners before moving ahead. Alrighty, Gemini, that was yours. Cancer, you guys had voices. That's one of the last ones. Voices. Keywords, encouragement, and inner knowing. Duh, Cancers. Intuition on point. Voices surround us, but we have to listen carefully. The powers speak to us in so many different ways, encouraging us as we travel along our path. There is a voice that can be found in the plants, animals, colors, shapes, winds, and rains. There are clues offering us guidance and encouragement as we make our way back to the true self. Spirit speaks to us in symbols, signs, faint sounds, and subtle cues. Our wise ancestors knew this. They knew everything has something to say for those who know how to listen, not just with their ears, but with their entire body, mind, and soul. This card has come to you as a reminder to listen to the guidance offered by Spirit through your environment. One of the best ways to connect to it is to go out into nature. Ask a question to the wind and listen for an answer. God, I do that shit all the time on my porch, but the birds usually answer me. It says, perhaps a plant suddenly moves nearby or something floats away on the wind in front of your face. These are all signs from Spirit to you. Ask your question and wait for the powers that be to answer. Be open-minded about the ways that your answer can appear. Look for synchronicities or consistent signs that come together to tell a story. Something is a sign if you feel a connection to it, no matter how silly it seems. Trust in your ability to receive the language of the Spirit. The powers that be will see this and will offer more to you. If it's in the reverse, your warning here is sometimes trying too hard to hear the guidance is what destroys the magic. Wait for the answers to appear rather than searching for them. Advice is often offered when we least expect it. Keep an open mind. Don't miss these powerful signs because you're too busy expecting your guidance to come in a different way. Trust is Spirit to offer guidance in a way that serves your highest good. You will come to understand when the time is right. All right, Cancer, pay attention to the signs. Transformation. Y'all, my collective is like pulling all the cards at the end. That's crazy. Transformation was for Leo. And you had 39. There it is. Alchemy and change for you, Leo. There it is. What is transformation but changing one thing into another? We are all after some alchemy, turning the lead of our lives, turning the lead of our lives into golden dreams and opportunities. A witch's specialty, she knows how to bend energy to her will and make something out of nothing at all. Alchemy, magic, manifestation, it all leads to the same things, changing what was into what you want it to be. There is an endless supply of resources for how you might go about such a change. There is no right or wrong answer for the transformation you seek. When transformation finds itself in a reading, it is because you are on the cusp of a significant shift. The winds are rolling in, so you better get ready. Even if you The winds are rolling in, so you better get ready. Even if you aren't aware of it, you've set things into motion. Every thought, every prayer, every action and inaction is a seed of manifestation waiting to take root. You, my most beloved, are about to see this manifestation surface. Be prepared, as this may be swift and unpleasant, like a tornado, like a tower moment. This transformation will be especially unpleasant if you have also pulled the Banshee card. Change is rarely easy. Sometimes change comes to us in a way that we least expect it, forcing us to make moves we wouldn't have done on our own. These might be destructive and chaotic, but the dust will settle and we will be left with a clean slate to fill everything we truly want. If it's in the reverse, it says it's unyielding. You've battened down the hatches and refused to budge even though you're seconds from being swept away. Let the winds carry you where they wish you to go. You may not understand why you're being taken so far off course, but realize that there is a great plan that is beyond your current understanding. All right, Virgo, you had apples, and this is a number 4. You guys were all the way at the beginning, and this card is not a great one. I really hope those people edging their yard isn't like too loud in the background. It's just too nice to close my windows. Like I would, but like, no, I want my fresh air. Apples for you, Virgo. Deception, mistrust, rotten. We all know the story of Snow White taking the apple from her stepmother, who masquerades as a sweet old crone. It's a wise old tale that's existed long before Disney ever made it into a movie, and warning that things are not always as they seem. Sometimes our greatest enemy is hiding behind the mask of a savior. Death is infused into something meant to give us life, and someone pretending to be our friend is luring us into a trap. There are rotten people in the world who will take advantage of those who trust without pause. They come bearing gifts to gain your trust. Their faces are in all shapes, sizes, and colors. These people always get their due one way or another. When an apple appears in your spread, it is a warning to pause before making any decisions about someone or a situation. You do not have all of the facts yet, and there could be danger for you now. Betrayal and deception are likely, so be vigilant. You must tread carefully until everything comes to light. This is especially true for you if you have also pulled the seduction card. Someone may be taking advantage of you or setting you up for failure. In the reverse, it says, don't be a rotten apple. When the card is reversed, it's telling you to be mindful of how you direct your energy towards others. Often someone will attack another out of jealousy and fear, or you may be lashing out over someone for something that has nothing to do with them. But throwing someone under the bus always brings negative karma onto yourself tenfold. Evil never wins, and neither will you if you attempt to harm someone so that you can get ahead. Know that you can still achieve your dreams without stepping on others. Also know that directing your emotions towards others will not solve your problems. All right, Virgo, that was you guys. Libra, third harvest, number 38. Let's see. Your keywords were gathering, abundance, and preparation. It says, Samhain served as a practical holiday that told our ancestors to prepare for the coming of winter. The third harvest was a time to gather up the remainder of crops to prepare and store them to have enough food to last the harsh conditions. The last of the wheat would be ground to flour. The remains of fruits and vegetables would be pickled and canned and meats salted. Everything with a shelf life was stored in an underground cellar and packed with ice. Through winter, the winters might be harsh and gathering up your food is hard work. There is a feeling of abundance and pride in getting prepared. Imagine looking at your food stores and seeing a physical representation of your work. Imagine seeing the abundant rewards of planting your seeds and nourishing them as they grow. This is big Eight of Pentacles energy with this. It says, we are lucky that we no longer have to face these conditions in the modern world. Refrigerators and grocery stores make it easy for us to have food all year long. Perhaps that is why the overall idea of preparing is no longer important to us. If you are holding the third harvest, you have been guided to gather up your accomplishments, to celebrate your wins. Take a look at everything you've done and achieved. Make a store of these wins to come back to whenever you are feeling low or feel like you failed. The easiest way to attract more abundance is to feel abundant. Having this stockpile of feel-good moments will kickstart you and help you turn around your feelings of lack and stagnation. In the reverse, it says you are being guided to be better prepared. Now is not the time to act impulsively. Your situation needs a plan of action, or you may need to learn some new skills. Perhaps you need further advice or time to see if this is something that you truly want. Be sure you know your stuff before making a move. Then they give you a money anointing oil spell in here, which I'm not going to give to you. Buy the book. Scorpio, you have reflection. 32. Reflection looks almost identical to silence, except there's a mirror in the background instead of a stairway. That's crazy. I don't know why I had to tell you that. Where are you, Scorpio? There you are. Reflection. There it is, as AJ says. All right, Scorpio. Reflection. Truth and fear. Reflection shows you the person you've become, for better or for worse. It shows the parts of yourself you wish you could hide and the parts that are to your liking. Your reflection has no desire to hide your truth. You are being guided to acknowledge who you are at this time. Looking to the future is great, and so is setting goals, but how can you make a plan for where you're going if you haven't come to terms with where you are now? It can be challenging to stand in the truth of who you are today. No one wants to say, I'm overweight, or I'm in debt, or I'm sabotaging my goals. However, pretending these circumstances do not exist is like hiding under a sheet of paper in a rainstorm. It will protect you for a few moments, but eventually the water will soak through and you will be forced to face your reality, or in this case, your reflection. Reflection has come into your reading to ask you to be honest with yourself. Stop hiding from the situation you are facing. You must use where you are as a starting place for any real change to occur. If it's in the reverse, it's a sign of fear. Fear of change, fear of commitment, fear of what you might see when you look in the mirror. You are so afraid to face the truth that you may be distorting your reality so much that you may not even recognize yourself or your situation. One can look in the mirror, which is reality, and see a truth that isn't really there. You can change this before your lies, consciousness, or not consume you. Be honest with yourself before your situation gets so far out of hand that you no longer have control of the outcome. Crazy, Scorpio. All right, Libra. You guys had journey. That's not right. Oh, that was Libra. Hold on. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag. There we go. That's right. Journey. That's right. So I was like, Sag, that's so your card. Little Travelers. Comes right after Intuition. Journey. Discovery, lessons, purpose. Finding your purpose in life is a lot like waiting for Christmas. You have to walk your path and trust in the gifts that wait for you. All will be revealed when the time is right. If you have drawn the Journey card, it's because you need to trust your process. You cannot skip past the lessons, trials, triumphs, and hardships that you face. Each step is an important milestone. It can be hard to see the sun when the clouds surround you, But know, dear one, that your journey is as it needs to be. Discovery comes when you back into the wall and you have to find a way to leap from danger. Failures and mistakes are investments you make in yourselves. Failures and mistakes are investments you make in yourself. They cost you now, but will save you more than you can imagine over the long journey ahead. Each day holds gifts, lessons, and miracles to find one life lesson each day. It is about being mindful, focusing on the present. Mindfulness helps you to become aware of the subtle ways Great Spirit speaks to you. If you are looking ahead, you will miss the clues. Sorry, y'all. They like have a print. See on the bottom there with like the trees. It's like hard to read towards the bottom when they start going over that overlay. If it's in the reverse, Sag, it says, when journey comes to you in a reverse, it is because you are turning away from your path. You are engaging in self-sabotage, even though you may not be consciously aware of this. Self-sabotage can manifest in hanging on to someone longer than is necessary. Self-sabotage can also manifest in behaviors such as indulgence, judgment, procrastination, fear, false humility, or feelings of shame and guilt. Every time you engage in these behaviors, you step further away from who you truly meant to be. If you find yourself in similar circumstances repeatedly, it is because you are choosing to ignore lessons that need to be learned. Trust in Great Spirit and accept what needs to be let go. Otherwise, the weight could become so great that you can no longer move along your journey at all. Interesting. Capricorn, you had Candle Magic. That's number 9. Keywords are intentions and prayer. It also gives you a little candle color correspondences. White, higher self, the goddess, peace, purity, cleanliness, angels, mental powers, all purposes. Black, binding, protection, banishment, repelling negative energy, grounding, safety, uncrossing, scrying. Red, grounding, stability, strength, danger, confidence, fire element, action, assertiveness, sexual energy, vitality, motivation, power. Oh my God, there's so many colors. I'm not going through all of them. They list all the colors though and give you candle correspondences, which is cool. All right, there you go. There are a few spells that are complete without a candle or 2 or 10. Candles make the setting of a spell more magical and also play an essential role in a spell. Candles carry out our intentions onto the universe. They pull in our words and prayers along their spines and send them out through the tips of their flames. Aside from carrying our intentions, candles call in good spirits and nature's helpers who are drawn to the light of the flame. These spirits protect us as well as hold our intentions, making our spells all the more magical, effective, and special. When you're holding candle magic, know that your intentions and prayers have been received by the powers that be. They know you are in need of support and are working hard behind the scenes to bring your prayers to life. You do not need to worry, as your intentions will be manifest when the time is right. If you pull it in the reverse, it says you are being guided to call in a good spirit to help you with your goal. Have you tried invoking a deity or an angel into your spells? If not, perhaps now is the time to give it a go. If you have, maybe there is a new deity that is wanting to and willing to help you. Don't be shy about asking others for help. Sometimes we need a little helping hand when things become overwhelming and we aren't sure of how to proceed. Alrighty, Aqua. You guys got elements number 16. Let's see what it says for you guys. It's alphabetical and I still have a hard time finding it. It says Mother Earth and harmony. Do you feel the heat of the fire, the dampness of the water, the whip of the wind, and the weight of the earth? Imagine being Mother Earth dealing with all of the elements. Somehow she manages to find harmony. The Elements card represents harmony and the need to make room for all energies by allowing yourself to be present. For example, if you feel sad, sit in the sadness and ask your sorrow what it needs to know. The same applies for the different emotions that come up for you. You are being guided to find harmony despite the various storms blowing your way. There is a reason for every symbolic storm, every quake, every fire, and every mudslide. You may not see the reasons behind these events. Nevertheless, these occurrences are happening so that you can release this energy, making way for healing to take place. Each season in your life must have a time with you. You must allow the abundance and bountiful color of spring and the creativity and illumination of summer, but you must also allow the releasing and shedding of fall. Things must fall away once they've served their purpose, and do not forget the quiet hibernation of winter. Don't fight against your seasons, flow with them, embracing each one as the gift offered. If it's in the reverse, it says that you are being asked to reset your energy by connecting with Mother Nature. Just being in her presence can heal wounds that you didn't even know you had. Spend some time under a tree, watching a sunset, or sleeping under the moon. This will reset your spiritual mechanisms, helping you to clear out stagnant energy. This message is amplified if you have also pulled crystals and herbs. You might want to consider working with each of the 4 elements separately to get a better feel for their energy. Spend some time getting to know a new element and working with its energy to bring new manifestations into your life. All right, that was all of y'all. And I pulled more for the collective too. It was pumpkin number 30. All right, pumpkin says protection, fertility, and prosperity. It says pumpkins have been a tradition for Samhain for hundreds and hundreds of years. Jack-o'-lanterns were carved to scare away ghosts and goblins that were said to roam the streets. Carving of jack-o'-lanterns originally began with a variety of root vegetables from turnips to potatoes. Pumpkins became the preferred method for the abundance of space for carving, and there's always plenty left over to fashion into dinner and desserts and even drinks. The pumpkin is more than a scare tool for the witch, however. It is a symbol of protection, fertility, and abundance. The pumpkin represents the power of the womb, so it's no surprise that its color corresponds with the color of the sacral chakra, and is the size and symbol of prosperity and having enough to go around. You have pulled pumpkin today because you are protected and safe from harm. There is a presence around you, keeping the scary things away from your front door. It's me. It's your Strega. You can rest easy knowing that your back is guarded. This card can also mean taking some steps to keep negative people out of your life. You may need to reduce the amount of time you spend in some relationships or set some boundaries. Doing so will allow you to put your energy where it is needed most. Reversed. When the pumpkin is in reverse, know that you are a creative force capable of drawing wealth and joy. You are a vessel that can hold many things at one time. You are capable of creating beautiful things. Your creative power has no limitations. You are being guided to explore the ways fertility shows up in your life. You do not have to be with child to be fertile. Artistic endeavors are a type of fertility as well. Explore different ways to tap into the creative energy that lives inside your womb, whether it's painting or making paper. There you go, collective. That's all your messages. Go back and watch the unboxing video to see what I pulled for fixed, mutable, and cardinal. Because I feel like if you're a fixed sign, like, if you're a Scorpio, then you definitely need to listen to all the fixed sign messages. And if you are a, mutable, then you need to listen to those. Got it? All right. Anyways, y'all, that's what I got. Stay tuned for another intuitive reading using these on my channel. I'll eventually do that. I just wanted to share these beautiful cards with you. And I felt like they were deserving of 2 videos because the other one was going to be way too long if I read all that stuff. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for learning with me. I'll catch you next time. Bye.